Hello, everybody. Welcome to our mental health with a biblical perspective. I hope you've been enjoying this series and it has really been helping you in your mental and emotional health. See, the Bible has a lot of secrets, okay, that will help us to really deal with those mental and emotional issues. So today I want to talk about one concept, a very powerful belief that can help you to minimize your anxieties. Anxieties, worries, fears, we hate it, right? We don't like it because it makes us feel nervous, makes us feel restless and tense, and we have that sense of impending danger, panic, or doom, as if something bad is going to happen to us before we meet that event. And you can also feel your heart racing, your heartbeat going higher, your breathing rapidly. Sometimes for some of us, the uncomfortable feeling comes with sweating and trembling, and you cannot focus, right? You cannot focus and concentrate on your work because you're always thinking about that fear, that worry, that anxiety that is clouding your mind. Maybe with anxiety and fear, sometimes you just feel tired, you just don't want to do anything, you just want to sleep because you think by sleeping it'll go away. Well, we know it doesn't go away. We hate it. We hate anxiety and fear. Or it could cause us to have trouble sleeping. And maybe we have urge of avoiding things that will trigger that anxiety. So brothers and sisters, our beliefs. We all know beliefs is very important. Whatever you believe will affect you, will affect how you feel, will affect your actions and reactions. Our belief and understanding these meanings will affect how we actually perceive our world and our lives. And if our beliefs are negative and are unhelpful, they will distress us and can lead us to unhelpful ways of acting. If you believe you're sick, there's some uncomfortable, unpleasant feeling on your body, you go to the doctor. And if you believe that you are a failure in your mind, you think I'm a failure, no matter what I do, I will fail. Your boss comes to you, give you a project, you look at the project, oh no, I'm going to fail. I'm a disaster. Guess what? You avoid. You do not want to take up the project. You don't want to take that risk and face the pain of failure. And guess what? If you avoid trying that project or trying to accomplish it, then there's a less chance of success. And with less chance of success, no recognition from the boss, then possibly very little chance of promotion. And you always stay at where you are at because you're afraid to try, you're afraid to fail. If your belief is, I'm not a lovable person, you wake up, you look at yourself in the mirror, you say, oh my goodness, who is going to like me? I'm not lovable. You will not want to socialize. You don't like to go out. Your friends calls you, hey, let's hang out with some new friends. You'll feel like, I don't want to go. Or if someone wants to deepen their relation with you and really get super close, you dare not open up and be vulnerable. Because you're afraid that, hey, if I open up and be vulnerable and they really see who I am, they might reject me. Because you believe that you are not lovable. You see, our beliefs really affect us, don't it? Our belief affects how we view our world and our lives. So what does the Bible teach us? Okay, so we're going to look at one verse that will really help you a very powerful verse that will help you to minimize your beliefs. Your anxieties, your worries. Because it's important for us to form good, healthy beliefs about ourselves and our world. So let's turn our Bible to the book of Mark, chapter 4, verse 38 to 40. And this is a situation where the disciples and Jesus were going across the lake. And there came a huge storm. And we're going to jump in verse 38. Jesus was inside the boat, sleeping with his head on a pillow. The followers went and woke him. They said, "Teacher, don't you care about us? We're going to drown." Jesus stood up and gave a command to the wind and the water. He said, "Be quiet and be still." The wind stopped and the lake became calm. He said to the followers, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" So, the situation on the boat, storm came. It's a storm of life, right? It comes to our life. And it's no wonder, the disciples were afraid for their life. All they could see is the storm, and this, even though they were veteran, they were experienced fishermen, but the water was probably coming in. Oh, they look at Jesus, and Jesus was sleeping in the boat. And they ran to Jesus. "Jesus, don't you care?" Sometimes we feel that way about our God. "God, don't you care? Don't you see we are drowning in our problems, our difficulties? Those fears, those anxieties just overwhelm us, and we feel like God is not with us." So what is that powerful belief in this passage that God is trying to teach us? This is it. Jesus says, don't be afraid. Have faith. Faith in what? That Jesus is in your boat. Do you get that? Jesus is in the boat. You see, if the boat sinks, Jesus sinks. Isn't it interesting? If the boat sinks, Jesus sinks with you. I know that this concept has really helped a friend of mine. This friend of mine, he used to struggle with anxiety, fears, insecurity, wondering what's going to happen, and he gets very anxious and he tends to rush. But recently, we were talking in our group discussion, and I was sharing with him about my own fears, my own troubles that is happening to my own life, pertaining to my future. And then he looked at me and he reminded me, "Tak, remember? Jesus is in the boat." I look at him and I smile. Yes, Jesus is in the boat. Brothers and sisters, Jesus is in our boat. He gave us the Holy Spirit. He's not going to let us sink. This is a very powerful belief. It's a belief that we need to make and develop and to form it into a core belief in our life. And how do you make that into a core belief? By really trusting God, praying to Him whenever we have trouble, and letting Him bring us through those difficult times. Not running away or avoiding our fears and anxiety, but really trusting Him. And that will help develop this core belief. Every time you see God helping you through your success, take a moment. Think about it. I prayed. There were storms. There was difficulty. I prayed. And God helped me. Yes, Jesus is in my boat. So this is a very important belief. And when you learn to develop this core belief in your heart, Jesus is in your boat, it will really lessen and minimize the fears and anxieties in your life. Okay, thank you very much. I'll see you again. Bye.